I-cords. I-cords are fantastic. You'll see them a lot in knitting. If you haven't done yet, you're likely to come across them. And I'm just going to quickly show you how easy they are to make. Our pattern calls for 4 stitches to be cast on. Sometimes you'll see 3, sometimes more, but 4 stitches is what we're going with. And you can use any cast on you like. I'm just doing a little sort of long tail slingshot malarkey. So there's my 4 stitches there. And I am working on my cable needle. Obviously this is not the one that's coming in the box, but they're not here yet. So I'm having to use one with very curly, very curly cable. So I'm just going to start by knitting 1 row as normal. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Missed that. Now, ordinarily, we would turn our work, wouldn't we, and then go back the other way, but we're not going to turn the work. This is how an I-cord works. You're going to actually just slide those stitches all the way along the cable. This is a very long cable, so that they sit now ready to knit on the other needle, which is fabulous, except your working, oh dear, I'm sorry, your working yarn is coming off of the left rather than the right. Normally we'd be working with our working yarn coming off from the right, and that's exactly as we want it, because I'm going to just start knitting, and what's going to happen is I'm going to have to pull that yarn all the way from the left over to the right, and it's going to start sort of wrapping the stitches in on themselves, sort of forming a tube. And that is all an I-cord is. It's a tube really of knitting. So it makes fantastic cords and sort of decorative things. I've seen it on hats. I've seen it on I-cord bind-offs are very pretty as well. So there we are again, not turning, passing all the way along, all the way, all the way, all the way. And continuing, and that's all you need to do. Now as you work this, that though at the moment it probably just looks like a sort of flat mess, but as you continue it will form a lovely cord, as long as you, oh dear, as long as you don't turn your work. Can you believe I've lost all of those stitches there? As long as you don't turn your work, it will form a tube. Oh dear. Oh, this cable. There you go. It will form a tube and ultimately a cord. So let's just do another round, because what I also want to say to you is if you've got DPNs, you can also use those. Keep giving that tension a little pull. Let's get a couple of, oh dear, I've just hit the camera now. Okay, so if you've got DPNs, it also works with DPNs. Let me show you. I'll just put this on a pair of DPNs. Don't need them because obviously it will work on your cable, but I'll show you it on DPNs as well, and it's much more forgiving on without the cable when I'm trying to show you. So again, I've just put my needle in as if to knit. The yarn is coming from the back left. I'm going to knit. The advantage with DPNs, if you have got them and you do want to use them, is that there's just less cable. There's less cable to slide the stitches along. So if you are terribly pushed for time, ultimately over the course of a 40cm I-cord, this may save you, I don't know, as much as 3 seconds. So just pushing down to the other end and carrying on. So just keep giving those stitches a little tug, keep your tension nice and tight. Or snug, maybe, not tight. And ultimately, I don't know if it's started yet. Yes, it starts to fold in and create like a little tube. You will see it's actually really quite difficult to see on the old felted tweed. You'd see it dead easy on a bit of cotton or whatever. But that is just it. That is just how you make an I-cord. So I'll just do one more because I'm to be honest, a bit addicted. There we go. And as you work it, it will ultimately, okay, it will ultimately turn into this sort of affair. Okay, so it's lovely. It's really nice technique. If you've not made an I-cord yet, get to it. Make one. Just for why not? Obviously, ours are going to have tassels on the end as well. You can't get better than that, can you? So that's how you make I-cords.